Good morning, Twin Cities, and welcome to New Spaces project here in Minnetonka. We are at Emily's and Roy's home. And what you're gonna see here is a project that did not blow everything out, take out walls, and reconfigure the space plan. You see a very, very intentional renovation of a kitchen dinette space in this very same footprint that was here before. I'm gonna take you over to Jamie. We're gonna talk through what things happened here and see how a 1950s mid-century inspired Rambler lives in 2024. Come with me. We're here in Emily's and Roy's kitchen right now, and I have with me our lead designer, Jamie, who worked on this place. Within the existing space plan, is something that we a lot of times see some very transformational moves done without removing bearing walls or connections to dining and living room areas. So Jamie, tell us a little bit about what happened here at Emily and Roy's place.
We are standing in this beautifully remodeled classic 1950s galley kitchen. This kind of kitchen is truly the most efficient kitchen there is. Wonderful to work in, and in this particular home, it was really fun to explore some options of different layouts and ways to use just such a classic space. The kitchen sink stayed in the same location, the range really did too. What is really transformative here is just the huge amount of counter space this family gained to spread out and be able to spend time together in here.
This floor plan is what we call a kitchen front right. So that means you enter through the front entry. Immediately to your right, you would have in the 50s seen small kitchen and a dinette that typically had a round little table around it. Take a look at the amount of cabinetry here because you don't immediately see it, but it's a significant increase in cabinetry storage and, more importantly, the actual workspace. Look at the expansive countertop area. The truth is, this is really still an eat-in kitchen because you designed a little bit of a bar with perfect views.
It absolutely is. During the design process, we looked at a couple different designs, some of which kept their table and chairs in this space, others eliminated it. They do still get a couple little seats for breakfast or morning coffee or a kitchen guest, and for them, that's all that they really needed.
As a true barista like Jamie is, you see intentionally the coffee bar is designed at the very corner. This is an excellent way of kind of containing the scope without moving it out to the rest of the main level. So exceptionally well executed, I think. Flooring changes, even some mudroom functionality right as you come in from the garage area. All things are accounted for, designed for, intentionally without reconfiguring the space plan. As you all know, in a kitchen, really focused thought is being put to things like appliance plan, work triangle, lighting plan, cabinetry plan. Jamie will cover a little bit of those things right now and discuss the decisions and how they led up to what you see here today.
Yeah, a couple of features in this particular kitchen that I want to mention briefly is both the style of refrigerator chosen as well as the dishwasher. These homeowners are just a couple who live here. They don't have 7 kids that they need to do dishes for every day. Lucky them. So in this particular plan, we were actually able to use a dishwasher drawer. So this is a little bit newer technology. It's a little bit smaller than a typical dishwasher, but it's really great for a smaller family or just a smaller space where you want the convenience of a dishwasher, but maybe you don't want to dedicate all of the space to it. And so this second dishwasher drawer could be a regular drawer or a dishwasher. And what's nice there is if you have a dinner party and you've got all the dinner plates and the champagne glasses, you can run them both. But if it's just the two of you during the week, just one will do the trick. So that's a really cool appliance to consider if it fits your needs. The other thing we can talk about here is this beautiful built-in refrigerator. This refrigerator is actually not the full 36-inch width that you're used to seeing maybe in a more suburban home. It's also a built-in style, which means it is shallower in depth. It's almost flush with the cabinetry surrounding it. And so it takes up a lot less space and really makes this galley feel quite a bit more spacious as opposed to having that huge refrigerator sticking out.
A big part of the kitchen, of course, is always the work surfaces. In this case, work surfaces today, they have to be extremely durable. They have to be really easily maintained, wouldn't you say?
Self-cleaning.
Self-cleaning, if you will.
Ideal.
Ideal. But they also set the tone and is a huge part of what we call the foundation in the design world. So Jamie, take us through how that decision came about and what are we dealing with here? What is the product and why did we choose it?
The countertops in this kitchen are a quartz product, a very, very popular surface in the industry right now. Many homeowners request it specifically, but what they don't understand is that the various brands available are vast, and really a lot of them are very similar in the sense that they are made the same way and are just as durable as each other. So when choosing a countertop, a lot of times it just boils down to color and pattern and finding something that you really like. This particular countertop is a VicoStone product. It has a really nice fine vein, so it's bold in a way, but not with really huge patterning. And what we loved about it is it really complemented the color on our base cabinetry, and then we tied that into the grout and the tile backsplash as well. So it really creates a really stunning color palette, but very, very classic.
As discussed, when we're in a kitchen, things that are really important to think about: a cabinetry plan, lighting plan, and electrical plan in general. In this case, we're in an all countryside cabinet environment. You probably have seen these 1950s Ramblers, and there's something missing here, and that is the soffit that typically comes down about a foot that the cabinetry sits up to. Most of our clients want them gone. We did the same thing here. So as you're reviewing and viewing our kitchen, you'll see that we have cabinets going all the way to the ceiling, and Jamie's done a lot of work with Countryside. Tell us a little bit about, you chose it, door style, electrical, lighting, things that you picked out with Emily.
Oddly enough, when I first met Emily and Roy, their kitchen was original cabinetry that had been painted in a color scheme somewhat similar to what you see here today. So that made it easy knowing that they knew they liked it. So we kind of riffed on that, and what you see here is all enameled cabinets. We have a nice soft white on our upper cabinets and a really deep navy, almost black on the bases. This is a really durable factory finish on these cabinets, one of the reasons we absolutely love to use them. The door style we have chosen is a little bit of a version of a shaker door with a bit of a bevel, very popular choice. And then our cabinet hardware also has that same little angled design to kind of complement that door style. As far as lighting in this space, in a kitchen, lighting is so important to consider. Trying to keep up with the LED and other lighting technologies is definitely a challenge, but a worthwhile one because it provides so many great features in the homes that we're remodeling. Our overall lighting is all integrated LED wafers, which have really taken the place of recessed can lights from the past. You'll see layers of lighting in this space, which is incredibly important for any kind of area where you're trying to work. The under cabinet lights that you see here create wonderful task lighting at the countertops. That is LED as well. And even our decorative fixture here at our little breakfast area is also an integrated LED. And what that means is you'll never have to change a light bulb again.
We're now in the lower level of Emily's and Roy's home, and the thing that I think is most, important with this is that our scopes, how far we go with things, can be vastly different. I see this as a really brilliant execution by our design team on keeping it simple, coming up with a finish that is fresh, but not recreating the wheel, not ripping out fireplace, not changing staircase other than a intentional partial removal of the wall and introducing, again, a design feature that ties everything together.
So homes of this vintage are really fun to work in. They're just very simple in design, which you really want to kind of continue when you're thinking about how to design them for modern day. This space is a little bit long and narrow, has beautiful windows out to their backyard. There's a fireplace and TV wall, so really trying to choose how to configure a space like this to make sure that your attention is focused in the right areas is really important. But beyond that, you really don't have to work too hard. One of the greatest features I think in this particular space is this slat wall where Bjorn is standing here. Previously, as you came down the stairs from the main level, it was very much just a tunnel of a staircase and you were dumped into a pretty dark hallway. So we integrated this really cool slat feature that is very reminiscent of the mid-century modern design era. Feels really natural and almost like it could be original to the home, and it really allows a lot of this beautiful natural light to pour into that staircase and really welcome you into this newly finished lower level. I mentioned the kind of shape and length of this space and how that can be a challenge sometimes in deciding how to lay a room out. With the existing fireplace, we knew that wasn't going anywhere. So it really, lends itself to this wall being the focal wall. And so that is how I came to be designing a TV area here as well. Instead of trying to change the brick with the original shelves and things like that, I opted to do kind of an asymmetrical feature wall next to the fireplace. These really nice little niches are just finished with drywall, and they have cord chases integrated as well for any components that the homeowners want to use for their TV. So it's just small details like that, and thinking through your remodel and planning for how you're going to use that space really lends itself to a great finished product. So in this fabulous bathroom downstairs, you'll see a lot of really, really fabulous features that you also see in their kitchen upstairs. Brand new cabinetry, quartz countertops, beautiful tile on the walls, gorgeous heavy glass doors to both the shower and sauna. So there's really a lot of great amenities in this very small space. The color scheme also kind of mimics what we did upstairs, really makes the whole home feel very cohesive. So here we are in the lower level mudroom space of this home. As you'll see, there is a door out to their fabulous backyard and very, very spacious vegetable garden. These homeowners are passionate gardeners, and we really wanted to create a super functional space for them to be able to come in with dirt on their boots and a basket full of veggies and be able to get to work cleaning them and putting things away. So this space is super functional.
We want to thank all of you for spending time with us here at New Spaces. We make it our business to help people live better. This was no different. Emily's and Roy's home has now become their forever home. I'm so proud of what Jamie, Emily, Roy, and our team did together here. We have a home that now lives like a brand new home, but still in a 1950s, mid-century modern Rambler. You saw a sauna today, you saw an updated kitchen, you saw some changes without completely reconfiguring a space plan. This is a great example of what people can do. If you're interested, go to newspaces.com and come talk with us. We're going to help you live better. Thank you.